Once upon a time in a kingdom far, far away, there lived a little princess who was known for her beautiful singing voice. Now the princess had a terrible problem. She couldn't stop singing. Oh no! Not only did she sing while walking, she sang while eating, sleeping, or even talking to her friends. And of course, all the songs were made up. She would just stop in the middle of a sentence and start singing about trees or birds, or sometimes just about nothing at all. And the princess didn't know why she was doing this. One day, the king and the queen were getting ready to attend the annual royal ball. The king was to give a big speech, and the queen had to present a very important jewel to the visiting queen. But as the king was making his speech, all of a sudden the princess started singing about how beautiful the crown jewels looked, and everyone started to laugh. The princess joined in, and soon everyone in the hall was singing and dancing. Even the visiting queen was tapping her feet to the music. No one paid any attention to what the king was saying, and when he finally stopped and stepped down, he was very upset. "Who does this girl think she is?" he asked angrily. "No one can just come and ruin an important event like this." He was so angry that he sent the princess to her room and told her to stay there until further notice. Poor princess. She didn't know what to do. So, she sat on her bed and started singing sadly. Now, as it happened, the king and the queen were so busy with their own problems that they completely forgot about the princess. They had no idea that she was sitting alone in her room singing. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. But still, the princess didn't stop singing. She sang about the flowers in the garden, about the trees swaying in the wind, and even about the birds flying in the sky. And each song was more beautiful than the last. One day, a famous musician happened to pass by the castle. He was strolling in the garden, listening to the birds and the bees, when suddenly he heard the most beautiful singing voice he had ever heard in his life. He followed the sound and found the princess singing by the lake. The musician was so surprised that a princess could sing so beautifully. He went inside and told the king and the queen that they had no idea how lucky they were to have such a talented daughter. The king and the queen were very happy to hear this. They had been so worried about their daughter and hadn't even realized that she was a talented singer. They apologized to her for being so mean and asked her to perform at the next royal ball. The princess was very happy. She sang and danced at the ball, and everyone, including the king and the queen, had a wonderful time. And that's the end of the story.